Welcome back to Todd B's Groove 45 music instruction. Last time we took a look at the Ronny Lee's jazz guitar method, and as I mentioned, you do not have to be a jazz musician to get a lot of benefit out of this book. So we looked at chords, specifically chords with the root in the bass note. So for example, if I had an A major chord here on the 5th fret, the A would be in the bass. Okay, sound like that. And then we also looked at chords with the 3rd in the bass. Okay, so in the case of A, the major 3rd is a C sharp, and our chord would sound like this. Okay, so you can hear that they sound similar, it's just they're different, what we call voicings. All right, so then we looked at 4 different chords for each voicing. We had a major chord, 1, 3, and 5 notes of our scale, and then we added the 7th note. So we could have, in the case of A, an A major 7, and a dominant 7, and an A6th. Okay, so we have again A major 7. Okay, that has a G sharp in it. Okay, and an A7 or a dominant 7 with a G. A6 with the F as the 4th note. All right, so today we're going to look at chords with the 5th note of the scale in the bass. So in the case of our A chord, A, C sharp, E, that would be on the 12th fret, E in the bass. Okay, so now we have the root. These are all A's, the 3rd, which is the C sharp, and then the 5th, which is the E. Okay, those are 3 voicings, 1, 3, 5. All right. Now, again, we'll have the same other 3 chords. So we'll have the A major 7, which adds the G sharp. Now in the book, he uses just 3 notes, these 3. But I like to add, I know it's very dissonant, but I like to add the A on the top there. And then we have the A7, and then the A6. This is a very hard voicing for me in particular to make because I was blessed with a short pinky. So they don't match. My pinkies on both hands are different sizes, which is kind of weird. But in any case, so again, we can do our exercises on slow. So let's start down here on C major, which is C, E, G, so the 5th note in the bass G. Okay. And we'll just do a few of these for you. So C major, C major 7, C7, C6. D major 7, and 6. All right, so there's a couple pages of exercises for those, and then we're going to combine them all together. So now we have chords, 4 chords with the root note in the bottom, 4 chords with the 3rd note in the bottom, and 4 chords with the 5th note in the bottom. So you can practice them together or separately. He has different exercises that do both of those things. So one thing that's kind of cool is just taking a look, and I'll do this without the metronome. So you want to know, you have all your positions. So say we have G major on the 3rd, the root and the bass on the 3rd fret, and then we have the 5th, okay, which is the B, and then we have the 7, major 7, okay, which it's nice, it's nice. It has the 5th in the bass, which is the D. And you can ask, well, why do I need to know all these? They just give a different color, a different feel to the music that you're playing. Okay, so you can do that. You want to know all those forms all the way up and down the fretboard. Okay, so one last thing, it's not in the book, but we can also have chords with the 7th in the bass, all right? Now, obviously, for a regular major chord, there is no 7th. There's only the 1, 3, and the 5. But for the major 7, the dominant 7, and the 6th, you can have a chord with the 7th in the bass. So, for example, a C chord with the major 7 in the bass is a B, okay, and that sounds like this. A dominant 7 with the B flat, sounds like that. And then the 6th with the A in the bass. So it's another voicing, it's more to use for you. I would not omit that in your playing. So if I played a G major 7 chord, now I have the 1, which is the G, the 3 in the bass, which is the B, okay. The 5th in the bass, which is a D, and the 7th in the bass, which is an F sharp. So, I mean, all that sounds nice to me. So again, you could practice these for all the forms, all over the fretboard, slowly. So let's just start with our G major 7. Okay, and so you'll want to do all that all over the guitar and know all those chords. So in just 2 short lessons, we've learned 4 voicings. So for the 1, 4 voicings for the 3 in the bass, 4 voicings for the 5th in the bass, and 3 voicings for the 7th in the bass. So that would give you a total of 15 brand new chords. So that's all for today. Hope you enjoyed it. Remember, Todd B's Groove 45. Subscribe on YouTube and hit like and the little bell button for your notifications. We'll be back next week with another edition. Thanks and have a great day.